Hi folks, and welcome back to the Grumpy Gamer channel. That's it, you guessed it. This is that channel we get to see this old git talk about modern games. Well, for today's in-car comments, yes, I'm back in the car. I just wanted to do a quick video about my first thoughts of Behemoth. I played for about an hour and a half yesterday. Absolutely fantastic game. And yes, I have my goatee beard's gone, unfortunately. I've just started growing it back. So if you're wondering why I look like a potato, I had some shows to do at the weekend, and unfortunately these shows I needed to be clean shaven. So yes, I had to shave my goatee beard off. But hey, does it make me look a bit younger? Yeah, probably not. Anyway, so back to Behemoth. Yeah, what a fantastic game. As soon as I fired it up, straight away I could feel that the quality, you could see it, you could hear it, everything about it, the atmosphere. I knew straight away that I was jumping into a premium game. I mean, obviously over the last couple of months I've been playing all sorts of games. I've been playing a lot of games on Quest. There's a lot of shovelware I've been playing on there. So to jump back into a game, or jump into a game that's like a really true classy AA game, yeah, you can really feel it. Now, so graphically it looks really nice. Snowy environments sometimes, especially in VR, can look a bit cartoony. If you've ever played any of the sort of snowboarding games in VR, there's a couple I've played on Quest. Yeah, it all looks a bit cartoony. Look at games you've played like Fract. The snow looks a bit cartoony still, whilst in this game, not at all. It looks really nice. And the attention to detail is superb. You know, when you hear the wind whistling and you can see the snow being blown off the rocks and the mountains, and you can see it all moving around in the wind, is just really nice. Sound wise, fantastic. Everything sounds really good, from the weapons to the actual sound of the game, the sound of the music. The music itself is really atmospheric. So looks wise, absolutely fantastic. It's great. Now on to the gameplay as such, the sword play. I'm a little bit disappointed, I have to admit, in the sword play. I was thinking more along the lines of Swordsman VR, that sort of sword play, or Legendary Tales, like I said yesterday, that sort of gunplay, sword play. I was thinking of, hoping it would be like that. Well, no, it is more like Saints and Sinners wobbly floaty arms. You know, I know the reason they've done that. If you played Saints and Sinners, when you've got a weighty weapon, it moves about in your hand, so it sort of symbolizes the weight. What I don't like is when you start running out of stamina, all of a sudden your arms go to jelly, the weapons feel like they've gone to jelly, your wrists have gone to jelly. So you're swinging and nothing's really happening. They're just going all over the place. And that's really sort of frustrating. So you really do have to watch your stamina. When I got to the first sort of little mini boss type bloke, yeah, he was causing me real problems, because I'm swinging away and like, what is going on with my arms? And then I sort of realized, yeah, of course it's this blimmin' system again. So once I got used to that and realized I can only swing a few times and then I've got to stop, otherwise I get jelly arms, then it worked out a lot better. Unfortunately, I didn't catch that. I went back on after I did my stream. I went back on about an hour later, had another go, and managed to beat that boss and get further where I needed to. But also with the sword play, you go up against some big bosses, not the Behemoths, but the sort of bosses down from that. One of them's got this humongous sword that's about 18 foot long, and the only way you can really dodge it, he does this sort of red attack or whatever, so you get this red glimmer. You know, then you can't block it, you've got to dodge out the way. So you've got a dash button you use to try and dash out of the way of that. So it's all about the timing. That's what I found in the combat. It feels more arcadey than other swordplay games, 100%. The parrying isn't quite right. I find that you have to really sort of hold your arms right out. Instead of just sort of parrying like this, you've got to hold them dead straight out to parry, otherwise you still get hit. I have heard that they're going to be tweaking that. There is going to be patches for this. But if you're expecting a game with rock solid swordplay like Swordsman VR or Legendary Tales, this ain't it. I'm hoping it'll improve. I'm hoping through the game you build up your stamina as well, so that you don't suffer jelly arms quite so quickly. That would be nice. So those are sort of the only sort of downside to it. It does feel a lot more arcadey sword play than other games, which is a shame. But it's not to say it massively takes away from the game at all. No, it doesn't. I'm absolutely loving it so far. The only one slight niggle I've got, which I haven't looked at if I can change, is you've got this strength button, this anger button or whatever, and it turns you into a raging maniac. So literally you can just one hit kill people. That's it, once you've got this strength button activated. The only thing I don't like about it is it's on the right trigger. And no, I would rather, I've done it many times when I'm climbing. Often I'll grip with both triggers as well as the grip buttons, which I have to change, because now it fires my grappling hook on my left, and on my right it does my anger. And I've done it a couple of times where I've pressed it by accident. I've gone into anger and I've used it when I didn't really want to. The good thing is it does regenerate really pretty fast, actually, so it's not too much of a problem. But I would like to be able to remap that. I'd like to be able to remap it to say the right, click in the right thumbstick, and that gets me angry. That would work better. So I'm going to have to look and see if I can do that, actually. Hopefully I can remap them. We shall see. What else? The grappling hook is it takes a little bit of getting used to, because you have to fire it and then you retract it to pull you, and then you can let go, and that'll help you swing. If you retract it too much, you don't really swing, because you'll be tight up around what you've attached it to. So it takes a little while to get used to the grappling mechanics, but it's really, really good. I bumped into my first Behemoth, and yeah, I don't think anything quite prepares you for when you see a Behemoth in person. How giant, I mean, it's the size of a building. It literally is the size of a building. And when it swings that big massive ball down, yeah, crikey, that's huge. That in itself's bigger than my house. I mean, yeah, it's massive. So I can't say anything more about the Behemoth. I haven't fought one yet. I haven't got to that bit yet. I'm hunting him down. But yeah, just seeing him. First of all, you see the back of him in the sort of mist, and you're rumbling and everything. You think, oh dear. And then when he hoses into view, how huge he is and how well done he is graphically is really nice. He's a long way off. He's not blurry. He's actually pretty clear. So yeah, there's a lot of detail on him that you can see. So first impressions then of this game, yeah, I give it a massive thumbs up. Like I say, I've heard of a few bugs. I haven't encountered any yet, but they said they're going to be ironing those out. So I'm sure they will over the next, few days, weeks, whatever. They'll get all those sorted, and it will get better and better. Story-wise, I'm finding it really quite intriguing, actually. I'm quite liking the story. A lot of times in VR games, the story's like secondary. Yeah, let me just get on and kill people or whatever. But actually, the story's really nice. And things like the torch, just the torch itself. Honestly, when you hold that up, the flames on it are so good. They just look real. And just that alone, when you're walking through sort of catacombs and dungeons, things like that, the atmosphere is fantastic. I don't think I've played a game with so much atmosphere in a long, long time. Now, I've heard some people are doing it in, they say about 10 hours, but I've seen some YouTubers, they've done it in about 7.5. So it's a lot of money really for a game that's that short. Although I'm sure, it's going to take me a good 10 hours, because I'm searching everywhere, taking my time, as I always do with games. Sometimes I'm just stood there looking around, looking at how fantastic it all looks. So I know it's going to take me longer than what they say, which is all good for me, because I get my money's worth. But it might be something that might put off some people. It's $34.99. It's quite expensive for a VR game. Having said that, so far, absolutely take my money. I think it's a great game so far. Obviously, once I've completed the game, I will do my final thoughts on it and let you know how I got on with it overall. But let me know, guys, let me know down in the comments whether you picked this game up, whether you were playing it yesterday, and let me know how you're getting on with it. Let me know what things might bug you a little bit about the game. But yeah, just put it all down in the comments. So that's it for today, folks. Don't forget to please give my video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, folks, I shall see you guys on the other side. Adios.